Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Canes will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken. He stopped at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The give on the option. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The give to the left side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab near the sticks. It's Briggs. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Boy, does he feel it? Next time he tries to go over the back,
And they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Hurricanes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Find some fresh air.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Taking it the other way. He's at the and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from
He's
the
wide
19-yard
open.
line.
He's a playmaker. I'm just throwing like a mug. It's crazy.
They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's shot. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They want to run this quarterback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
The toss to the right. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 35. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down.
Stupid, bro.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the catch. It's late. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. Has to get there to move the stick.
Good defense.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
To the ground with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds of...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. A great catch and run for 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play, shows off the hands first, got to make the catch first, does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Line gets set. First down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Wants to throw again. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
On 3rd, and they just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Gives it on the option.
All right, it's game over.
Make the stop, and he gets
That's crazy, though.
On the play, balls at the 25. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score?
He turned around, looked at the ball, still didn't pick it off. Or at least batted down. Come on now.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Uncorks it.
That's all good.
Makes the catch. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Breaks the tackle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Montgomery. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I hate that episode.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Fighting off the defender.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
But I got called for it. It's crazy.
Ball thrown in harm's way, and this young man, here he has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Just a few seconds remaining
I
here
call
as
for
they
that
try to
same
put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 3rd. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision making.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. fourth down. They're taking to the air. Pocket breaking down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and he'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the crowd.
They're not faster than y'all. What are y'all doing?
Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David,
There's not a single receiver faster than my DBs. What are y'all doing?
It's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try. Breaks into the open. Powers through. He's at the 40. Inside.
They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Steps away. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're going to ride this running back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short.
He was
Coming
wide open.
defense trying to
Did not
rise
hit
up.
it.
From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
That wasn't even his route, but okay.
Incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Throws to the wideout.
This is crazy.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Now facing a
No pressure. Let's just throw it out of bounds.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the
Go
1st
for it.
down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've
Mind
got the
if I
lead here
do?
in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Might be changing the route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation.
Get set, get set.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got
Wow.
rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
42, Spider.
Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that, because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on third down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Oh, he's got a chance.
The return is brought down at the 45, and the Miami offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the outside. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
After from the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down.
First and 10.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front. Out of high school.
Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. Turns it loose. Oh, and it's intercepted.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to... Now. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll try it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. On a little time, lets it go. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. So now on comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, Miami.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Let's go.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it, and the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there for this offense. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. And tackled there by the defense.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing it. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover.
The fake, and he wants to throw. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking for a crease. It's Willingham. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Grabs it inside the 15. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Lay. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
That's caught. It's Jackson.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's got him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.